What's up, everybody? Oh, it's Tarot Thursday. You missed me on Tuesday. That solar flare messed with my internet, I'm pretty sure. So, did not get to go live then because, no internet. I hope you guys had a good week and blessings have come your way and you got to see the Northern Lights because those were spectacular. Check out the Facebook page for a spooky good video or photo of the Northern Lights. So, okay. The next 3 weeks, the videos are going to be of a home investigation I did the week before Halloween. It's going to be in 3 parts, 3 different paranormal experiments, and yeah, it's awfully spooky. Hi, good morning, Glowbug. We're doing tarot or pendulum. Just let me know what kind of reading you want, tarot or pendulum, and I'll pull a card, or you can ask a yes or no type question for the pendulum. But yeah, we had a cold snap here in Ohio on Monday, and it was like 20 some degrees. And I think that froze my internet outside. I don't know. And then the solar flare, it was just great. Uh yeah, it's cold here too. All right, so Raymond Glowbug, tarot or pendulum, pick your poison. Yep. So I got my nice guidebook out, ready for you guys. Okay, so Glowbug is first. We're gonna do her tarot reading. Do you want me to tap into your son's trip to Texas coming up? See if he's gonna have some good travels. And then Raymond, you can ask your question. It's either gonna be for a pendulum reading or a tarot reading. So, all right. 2, 4, 6, 8. Hmm, 8 of Swords. And it is reversed. So here's your artwork. Hmm. Okay. We go down to the reverse side. Okay, so this card represents release, freedom, escape, and finding solutions and options. It signifies relieving pressure, releasing anxiety, and facing fears and truths. When reversed, this card of self belief, ignoring criticism, and standing up to abuse and taking back control. You can be feeling clear minded, empowered, mentally strong, and helpful when this card appears. This card indicates that you may find that you are ready for healing, to ask for help, and overcome obstacles. They can also represent being released from prison and an end of a punishment. However, the flip side of the Eight of Swords can be extreme oppression, surrendering to pressure, or being completely paralyzed by fear and depression. So I don't think that's the case since we're talking about your son's trip to Texas. The freedom, the release, the escape, finding solutions and options. So it's definitely talking about his independence for going on this trip. So yeah, I think he's gonna have a good trip. I really do. He's mentally strong and hopeful when this card appears. So yeah, it says if you're ready for healing, ask for help and overcome obstacles. So yeah, sounds very, very good. Oh, you believe the relationships for the wrong reasons? Let me see about that. It says here if you have been in an unhappy or abusive relationship where you felt trapped, this card would suggest that you will escape from the relationship. However, the flip side of this card indicates severe depression and oppression again. So, Yeah, if he's unhappy in the relationship, it may come to an end because of the partner's controlling behavior will escalate to extremes. That's what it says right there. It can be a good omen if you have been experiencing anxiety about the relationship. Um, so he could be feeling trapped in the relationship. Okay, releasing your fears and anxiety regarding the relationship and overcoming obstacles. So it can be a good omen there. Insecurities mentally. Okay. Okay, so it says right here in the health section, it can represent recovering from mental health and anxiety disorders such as PTSD, depression, and panic attacks. It can also signify successful treatment of eye issues. However, on the extreme, it can also represent severe depression again. Okay, so he might need to talk to a mental health professional or confide in family and friends. It says you can come through this, don't give up. So, definitely, he's definitely got depression and maybe some PTSD and panic attacks. Um, yeah, for all three of the categories that we mentioned here, it talks about severe depression and oppression. So, I'm going to read the spiritual context. So in the future, he might be feeling empowered, hopeful, and free to explore a life in a better way. So it says don't give up in every little category. From my take of this, yeah, you can message me. Go ahead. Under the moon parapod at gmail.com. So yeah, I do worry about him because of the extreme depression and oppression. But from it being a reverse card and not the front way, it sounds like he's going to get through whatever he's going through. It just may take some time. But Glowbug, thank you for being here today. Okay, did Raymond ask a question? Raymond, if you're still here, you need to ask the question that you want me to pull a card for you. It's coming in for me in love. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna let you know right now, Raymond. Um, it's Mercury retrograde. You don't need to be looking for love during Mercury retrograde. Just gonna let you know right now. Whatever this card says, it's gonna be after retrograde's over. So, I will tell you this though, Raymond. You got a really good card to have in a love reading. Let me make sure that's a number 5. Come on, come on, come on. Where is the cup? There we are. 1, 2, 3, 4. It was a 6. So you got the 6 of cups. Look at that artwork. See that? So cups are usually in love readings. So let's see what this one has to say. Not reversed. Are you boys bird watching? I got the little kitties up in the studio today. Okay. So, so if you're single, this card can signify a past lover is coming back into your life, becoming romantically involved with a childhood friend, or finding love in an area where you grew up. So, a childhood friend, or you're going to find this gal, guy, they, them, whatever, in a place where you grew up. So, in a general context, this card represents nostalgia, childhood memories, and focusing on the past. Okay, so you may be being influenced by past events, reminiscing about the past, or thinking about someone from your past. This card can is the card of children, young people, and youthfulness, and can represent having children or taking care or working with them. It can signify simplicity, playfulness, innocence, goodwill, and sharing. It can also represent protection and family. If you have been going through a tough time, the Six of Cups may be telling you to take the support available to you from family and close friends. When this card appears, it can also indicate that you might be being a little bit childish and immature. That doesn't necessarily have to mean you; it could mean someone around you. If combined with certain supporting cards, it can, in some cases, can indicate some issues, like you were maybe abused as a child. But we're not going to talk about that. We're talking about love here. Um, it can also signify homesickness for those that live far away from you. So you might be missing someone that lives far away. But in that love context, it is saying that you will become romantically involved with a childhood friend or finding love in an area where you grew up. I mean, yeah, that does make sense with it being Mercury retrograde, because that's pretty much what it's saying. It could be someone from your past lover coming back, um, childhood friend, or just finding love in your hometown. Either way, it's coming for you, Raymond. I promise. Thank you for being here today. All right. All right, guys. Uh, my tarot reading sucked this week. It was talking about being stuck and financial struggles. I mean, the holidays are coming up. I always struggle then. Uh, but I done decided this year I'm not going to buy that much. So everybody get one gift. Maybe not though, because it did say I'm going to go financially struggling for the rest of the year. So goody goody two shoes. Hey Raymond, much love to you. Uh, yeah, just be mindful this Mercury retrograde, especially when retrogrades happen during Thanksgiving. Oh my God, you know. Phantom Punk, hello. Would you like a tarot reading or a pendulum reading? Mhm. Yes, yes. Go ahead and ask your question. I'll pull a card for you. Did you have a specific question? Okay. Yeah, don't. Yeah, try not to think about the apartment situation. But yeah, Phantom Punk, what's coming your way? Alrighty. So the card you got, Three of Swords reversed. Okay. Boys. All right, come on, come on. All right. So some key words for this card: releasing pain, overcoming depression, optimism, and forgiveness. So you're overcoming some unhappiness, some heartache and sorrow and sadness. When reversed, this card is the card of optimism, overcoming grief or depression, and releasing pain. When this appears in your reading, it generally indicates that you are recovering from a heartbreak and getting over the worst part of a bad situation or event. You may be reaching out to friends and sharing your problems or reconciling with someone from who you were hurt by in the past. You may have been reaching a compromise or be at a point where you are able to forgive and let go of past trauma. This card can also indicate it has a flip side. For some reason, all three people I've read today, it says the card has a flip side. So, on the flip side, it can be an indication that you are repressing your grief, sorrow, or traumatic memories, that you are refusing to let go of negative emotions and are holding on to your pain. So, um, well, I'm hoping it's the top part of this. You're overcoming a lot of things that happened and pain. Don't ever oppress it. That's not what you want to do. Let me go into the spirituality. So, Oliver, what are you doing up there, buddy? He's like almost up to the top of the roof up there. Whew. Orange cats are nuts. All right, so in the spirituality context, it's a time of forgiveness and healing after a loss or heartbreak. Recent events or losses left you feeling sorrowful, but you have come through that and are finally healing from pain. Alternatively, this can indicate that you are holding on to your sorrow or unwilling or unable to let go of the grief you feel. When we are consumed by grief and pain, we often close ourselves off to messages that our spirit guides are sending us. So if you're feeling like you can't let it go, it says try meditation or Reiki healing to help you feel the sorrow and allow the guidance of your spirit guides are sending you to enter your heart. So, uh, see if you don't really feel bad or anything. So yes, something could come up. Let me pull another card to see if that can clarify anything for us here. Okay, so it's the very next card. That's weird. Let me make sure that Roman numerals right. Huh? One, two. Those are stakes. I need swords. One, two, five. So you got three and five of swords. I don't like the sword suit because it. Five of swords. Okay, so I pulled a second card for you, punk. It was also reversed. Show you that real quick. Hmm. All right, let's see here. So, peaceful resolution, moving on, communication, ending conflict, releasing stress, overcoming challenges. Okay, so the Five of Swords can be a good omen as it can signify the peaceful resolution of a situation, ending conflict, or moving on. It's the card of communication, compromise, overcoming challenges, and releasing stress. However, this card can signify as an escalation and some revenge. It can also signify risking everything, being relentless, not heeding a warning, and surrendering to challenges. It can also represent someone being held accountable for their actions. So, yeah, that's kind of weird. I hope this relates to you in some way, but you asked what was coming up in your life, and it seems like something is going to shake you up in your life here in the future. Let me see what the spirituality says here. So you have overcome a major hurdle in relation to your spiritual path that may have required a major sacrifice on your part. For example, parting way with old belief systems and letting go of some traditions that you were used to. Okay, so It sounds like you're gonna have a conflict with someone in the future, and it might be within the next couple weeks, couple months, couple days, but, it's definitely some kind of communication error between you and another person, and it's gonna end in a conflict. So, good luck with that. So, thank you for being here, and I hope that whatever this thing that's coming your way, it's not gonna be terrible, terrible. So, just, be on the lookout for that, especially if it happens during Mercury retrograde. Like, it could be work related. You could have, like, a coworker and you have a disagreement because of the communication error during retrograde. So, you're welcome, Phantom Punk. Thank you for being here. All right, guys. I just wanted to get in here real quickly because I couldn't make it here Tuesday for you. So if anyone else that is still watching um, wants me to pull a card for them or ask the pendulum a question, I'll be here for just a couple more minutes and then I have to mosey on and go get ready for work. Yeah. Um, it's going to be a nice warm weekend here in Ohio this weekend. So I'm probably gonna go out to cemeteries and bank episodes for the winter. I like to have episodes stored for the winter, so I'm not skipping a week because of weather. So in the winter time, you might see a nice sunny beautiful fall day on a video. But like I said, the next 3 weeks of videos for the spooky side of this channel is going to be a home investigation where the client that I have, I go and see her about once a year. Her apartment used to be a meat market back in the 1800s, and then it was like a variety thrift shop in the 90s. So it's been a bunch of stores. She's the first home residence. They took that store and made it into an apartment building. Um, and we get a lot of crazy things happening. This time it was a lot of environmental readings. The K2 meters were going nuts. Um, did not hear a disembodied voice this time, but that was the first place I ever heard a disembodied voice. So we did Estes methods, we did spirit box sessions, we did dowsing rod experiments, we did cat ball experiments. So it's a lot of videos, 3 different videos broken down for you with different experiments. So I hope you guys enjoy that and it's not too boring. But I will say the Sims 4 Let's Play while ghost hunting. I didn't think that was going to do good, and it's doing really good. So if you've watched that, thank you. I'll probably do more of those this winter too, just because it's gonna be cold. I can feel it coming. So with that being said, for the ones that got readings today, blessings to you. And I'll be here at least once a week, hopefully on Tuesdays, weather depending now because it's almost winter. Um, yeah. So you guys stay spooky.